Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Today we are going to explain the lecture number 10 for health demonstration level 3. The title of the lecture today is digestive system. Digestive system about medical terminology. The digestive system is very important. We are going to explain it. Look for this. We are going to start the first one. When we explain any system, we explain it from 2 or 3 points. Number 1, we're talking about the roads or words of the system and the meaning. Then we're talking about some conditions or illnesses or problems. Then we'll discuss the abbreviation for the system, or that we call it initials, acronyms, that the medical staff use it in the hospitals or in so many places. This we use it between the medical staff. Number 1, we'll talk about the digestive system. Here we're talking about the meaning on the road of the system. We're talking about the this one, and we are going to explain it here. Yes, we'll explain it, and then let us to start to discuss the meaning. Then the road here. The meaning number 1, mouth. Mouth, it has 2 medical words. Number 1, or. Number 2, stomach. These are the medical terms, or stomach. You can put them in an example. For example, oral or orally. You can add for them to change the word from a noun to adjective. Or for example, here you have stomach. Stomach, you can use another example. For example, stomatitis. Stomatitis consists of root and the suffix, and the stomat is a root, itis is a suffix. The meaning of stomat is a mouth, and itis is inflammation. When we say inflammation of mouth, then we have another word like what is it here? We see lip. Lip here, lip means in English. What's in the Latin words or in a medical word? We see labi or we see chill. If you want to put it in an example, you can add for labi. You can see labiitis, chiliitis, or to explain more and more. You have a lot to add the suffixes or add the prefixes for the term. Then number 3, tongue. Tongue, it has 2 meaning also, ling or glows. For example, we see glossitis, or just only inflammation of tongue. Then another part of this term, we are going to discuss tooth or teeth. The meaning in a medical terminology, dent or dento. Sometimes we see dent, sometimes we see dento. That's the meaning of the words here, tooth. For example, I can see dental. We change the word from a noun to adjective, dental, or dentitis, inflammation of teeth or tooth. Or we can see dentalgia, mean there is a pain on teeth. That's what you call it in English, toothache. Then gum here in English, was the meaning in Latin, gingiva or gingival. Where this is we talking about this, we need add it or put it in a term, add a suffix for this word. You can see gingivitis mean inflammation of gum. Then after that, chin. This is the chin. You means that's in the Latin mean mint or mento. Then esophagus is in English. In the Latin we see esophag. We can use add for it a suffix or add for it a prefix to make a term here. Then after that we have gallbladder. Gallbladder mean like cholecyst or cholecysto. Here just only to add a term for it, just to help ourselves to make it more and more here. Yes, to make it more clear for us. Yes, like this here. That we say here gallbladder, we see cholecyst. Then stomach, that we call it in a Latin gaster. We can see gastric, gastralgia, gastritis. We can gastroma. We can put it in so many examples here. we can put it in so many examples to help ourselves. Yes, we see here this stomach that we put it in so many examples. Liver in English, we call it in Latin hepat. You can see hepatitis, hepatic, we can use that here. Pancreas, in Latin we see pancreate. And you can add for a suffix, a prefix, as you like here to make it more clear or to analyze the term. As we told you, to analyze the term from the two steps, from the structures and the meaning. Then duodenum, or that we call it duodenum in British English. Duoden, here in Latin. Yes, here small intestine that we see lay in the Latin, or you see inter, like interitis, enterology. You can add the term to make it a big term from a simple part, Then a large intestine that we call it colon, and here appendix. See appendix in Latin that we see appendicitis mean التهاب, inflammation of appendix. التهاب زائدة. Then rectum, that's in the Latin rect. Anus, that we call it bract or an. And you can add for a suffix or a prefix to make it more clear for yourself. And then after we discuss here, you have a diagram here to explain for you more and more about the parts of the human body or about the digestive system. Then let us to move to the second step. What the second step here? Talking about what is it here? About abbreviations. Abbreviations, when we pick the first letter from each word, that's called acronym or initial. And sometimes when you have one word, we take the first letter, the second, and the third letter. We put it here like abdomen. Here also the abbreviation, here the abbreviation, here the meaning. Then GI like gastrointestinal. G stand for gastro and I stand for intestinal. GU like gastric ulcer. G for gastric and U for ulcer. BU like peptic ulcer. P for peptic and U for ulcer. RE like rectal examination. R stand for rectal and E stand for examination. UGI, U stand for upper, G for gastro, and I for intestinal. This is the medical staff use this term to use it between them, because sometimes they make a mistake in writing of a term and they have a difficulty in the pronunciation of this term, so they try to use this abbreviation to help them to pronounce these terms here. As I told you, in this system or in digestive system, we started to discuss two things only here. We discussed the rows and the meaning, the rows that we use it in a medical words or medical language, that's called Latin or Greek, and the meaning of the term. Then we give you just only the diagram to show you where are the position of these bars or terms. Then after that, after we explain all the bars in the food system in English and Latin and how to analyze them or to know the meaning of them. Then after that, we'll start to discuss the abbreviation for this for the system, and we have here 6 abbreviations, and we give you the meaning with the full writing, the full writing to help you to understand what the letter stand for. Also, you have in your handout or in your book, you have more exercise after each system. You try to answer the question for digestive system to understand more. Sometimes you give you in Latin and you give them in English. Sometimes give you in English to write them in Latin, and give you so many meaning. You distribute them with their meaning in Latin or English. If you have any question about this system, try to contact me, your English tutor, Mr. Ali Rajah. Thank you very much.